What happens when the queens of reality TV start losing their grip? The Kardashian-Jenner dynasty built its empire on glam, gossip, and spectacle, but now everything seems to be cracking. Rob Kardashian's resurfacing with a painful confession. Kim's chasing attention and coming up empty. Kris Jenner's power moves aren't landing like they used to. And Kylie? She's catching strays from her boyfriend's own sister. Let's get into the chaos. Rob Kardashian finally broke his silence after nearly 10 years off the radar. He reappeared on Khloe's podcast, and what he said had everyone stunned. Rob admitted he's been hiding, not because he hates fame, but because he doesn't feel comfortable in his own skin. He said, "Why would I want to be on camera when I don't even like how I look?" You could hear the pain in his voice. Unlike his sisters, who transformed themselves into picture-perfect icons, Rob stayed behind the curtain, struggling with weight, self-image, and the constant pressure to measure up. And while the world watched the rest of the family get glammed up with surgeons, stylists, and selfies, Rob's silence spoke volumes. Rumors have floated for years about him being in and out of hospitals, even whispers of an OD last year that were never confirmed. But behind all that speculation is a man trying to be a father, trying to find peace. He's not chasing the spotlight anymore, he's running from it. But while Rob retreats, his sister Kim is spinning in the opposite direction, spiraling in her single era and desperate to stay visible. She was spotted at the Bezos wedding, turning heads in a designer gown, clearly hoping to rekindle something with Tom Brady. But it didn't happen. In fact, Tom was seen cozying up with Sofia Vergara just days later. And if that stung Kim, she didn't show it. At least not in public. Privately, insiders say it hit her hard. Tom was everything she wanted. Clean-cut, rich, respected. Basically, the anti-Kanye. Kim allegedly went to that wedding thinking a spark might reignite. Instead, she got ignored. And now she's stuck watching her dream guy swoon over another woman. That kind of rejection cuts deep when your entire brand is built on being desired. It gets worse. People aren't just talking about who Kim's dating. They're talking about how she's falling behind. The rise of younger, more relatable it girls on TikTok and Instagram is making Kim feel outdated. Her carefully edited thirst traps? Fans say they look like 2016 dressed up in 2025. Kim's trying too hard to compete with girls half her age, one commenter wrote. It's exhausting to watch. Even her billion-dollar brand, SKIMS, is starting to lose heat. Influencers who once swore by her shapewear are now moving on to newer, cooler alternatives. The glow around her empire is starting to fade, and the more Kim tries to claw it back, the more desperate it looks. One crying selfie, paired with a cryptic caption about letting go, had fans speculating that something deeper is going on. A breakdown? A reckoning? Or just another calculated photo op gone stale? While Kim's out here clinging to relevance, her mom, Kris Jenner, is facing a power shift of her own, and it's not pretty. Corey Gamble, her longtime boyfriend and personal fixer, is reportedly reaching his breaking point. For years, Corey's been the man in the background, handling messes, running errands, and playing the role of emotional mop for Kris. But now, he's tired. Insiders say things blew up at the Bezos wedding. Kris was allegedly barking orders at him all weekend, treating him more like a personal assistant than a partner. And Corey's finally pushing back. One source said he's sick of being treated like a glorified errand boy. What's worse? Kris reportedly cut his monthly allowance. That apparently was the final straw. To outsiders, Corey always seemed like a quiet supporter. But behind closed doors, he's been Kris's handler, her mouthpiece, even her cleanup crew. And now he's had enough. People are even whispering that Corey's tired of being seen as just another pawn in the Kardashian empire. The rumors go deep, some even linking him to the darker side of Diddy's circle back in the day. Whether that's true or not, it's clear Corey's trapped in a dynamic that no longer works, and he's ready to walk. And just when you think the drama couldn't stretch any further, we swing to Kylie Jenner, who's dealing with shade from inside her own boyfriend's family. Timothée Chalamet's sister Pauline isn't holding back. She's made multiple comments that fans think are directed right at Kylie, calling out billionaire girlfriends, questioning their values, and even dissing Kylie's latest makeup launch. The wildest part? Pauline promoted a competing blush brand right after Kylie dropped a nearly identical product. It wasn't subtle, she never promotes anything, and suddenly she's shouting out a rival? That wasn't an accident. According to insiders, Pauline thinks the whole Kylie-Timmy relationship is a PR stunt. She doesn't buy the romance, doesn't trust Kylie's motives, and definitely doesn't want her brother entangled in Kardashian drama. It's a quiet war, but a bitter one. And it's only adding fuel to the narrative that this once untouchable family is starting to crack from within and without. Even Kourtney, the most zen Kardashian, isn't safe from public obsession. After posting some chill vacation photos in a bikini, the internet immediately asked, "Is Kourtney pregnant again?" One bikini pic, and suddenly it's baby bump theories all over the place. Kourtney wasn't having it. She clapped back online saying she's breastfeeding, eating carbs, skipping workouts, and living her best damn life. And honestly, good for her. Not every stomach bump needs to be a pregnancy rumor. Sometimes it's just gelito. And yet, this weird expectation still follows women, especially celebrity women, that every fluctuation in their body must mean a baby. It's invasive, it's rude. And Kourtney made it clear she's not here for it. Meanwhile, Kim's trying harder than ever to hold the spotlight, but it's slipping through her fingers. From red carpet stunts to cryptic posts, she's doing everything she can to stay in the conversation. But fans aren't buying it like they used to. The posts feel forced, the energy feels off, and the comments are getting cruel. What's worse, the criticism is now hitting her where it hurts most: her role as a mom. With 4 kids, a private jet lifestyle, and an always-on glam squad, people are asking, how present is Kim really? Viral comments say things like, North is out here raising herself while Kim's chasing Tom Brady. Others accuse her of outsourcing motherhood to a team of nannies, chefs, and assistants. Kim defended herself in a recent interview, insisting she's a hands-on mom. But the internet didn't hold back. You can't call it hands-on when your hands are always holding a glam brush or a mic, one user wrote. And then there's Kanye, always hovering, always ready to throw a subtle jab. He's voiced concern about how the kids are raised, especially North's constant TikTok presence. And say what you want about Kanye, but when he speaks, people pay attention. Kim's trying to do it all. Mogul. Mom. Icon. But the cracks are showing, and the pressure to keep the empire from collapsing? It's real. So where does that leave the Kardashian Jenners? Rob's stepping back to heel. Kim's chasing love and headlines, and coming up short. Kris is losing her grip on the people she once controlled like chess pieces. Kylie's facing fire from her boyfriend's family. And Kourtney? She's just trying to eat pasta without getting pregnancy rumors hurled her way. The empire's still standing, but it's shaking. And with every headline, every failed relationship, every public rejection, it's starting to look like the Kardashian era might finally be running out of time. Because fame fades, glamour cracks, and even dynasties fall.